It's hockey night at Georgia Tech as the Yellow Jackets return home for the first time in over a month to host the Citadel Bulldogs. Hi everybody, how are you all doing tonight? I'm Sterling Calder here with Matt Shane, a new Georgia Tech player this season. Matt, welcome to your first broadcast.
Happy to be here, pretty excited.
What have you made of your first year at Tech, your start at GT Hockey? How's it been?
It's been so much fun. I love it here. I love this team. Super good environment, super great atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to getting back out there and playing, but I'm excited to be broadcasting the game too.
Well, thank you so much for joining, and thank you all for tuning in this Friday night. Last broadcast, Georgia Tech took on the University of Georgia, where they fell 10-0 in Athens. So far this season, they have a 3-6-1 record. Leading point scorer up to this point is Cullen Dorcas, third-year player, of course, with 14 points in 10 games played. And leading goal scorers, both Jack Golick and Sawyer Howe have 6 goals in 10 games played. Meanwhile, the Citadel comes out of Division III of the ACC. So far, they've only played in 4 games. They have 1 win against UCF and 3 losses. So far, their best player has been John Rogeri, but he's not playing tonight or maybe at all this weekend. We were talking to some of their staff before the game, and they were saying that if you don't know, the Citadel's a military college. About half of their players just left on Thursday to go to the Army, it turns out. So thank you guys for your service, but a lot of players out for the Citadel. And then we've seen Peter Green, their starting goaltender. He's been really hot to start off. He made 60 out of 67 saves game 1 against UCF, and then followed up with a perfect 65 for 65 performance in game 2. In general, Matt, what are you looking forward to, do you think, out of Georgia Tech tonight? How hungry are they to get back in the win column?
I think after last game, after a tough loss at UGA, we're definitely ready to get back in that win column and looking for a good win here. Definitely an impressive performance from Peter Green. 65 of 65 saves for a win it's going to be tough, so we're definitely going to have to put a lot of shots on net and get pucks by him. But looking forward, I think they're hungry for another win.
Awesome. While you take a look at some of the warm-ups here, we want to take a look at the lines and pairings, as always brought to you by Thumbs Up Diner. Thank you guys for your support. We have a little bit of a mix-up this Friday night. Top line remains of Sawyer Howe, Colin Dorcas, Jack Golick. The second line is Keshner, Degliamberto, Connolly, who rejoins the lineup after missing last game. So does Justin Yu, playing with Andy Hildrum and Ethan Molnar. Fourth line of Eli Rubin, Colin Chambliss, and Daniel Shu remains intact. And Eric Soltau is back at it as the extra forward. On the back end, Joshua Lee with McLean Boyd, Aiden Roy with Levi Miller, Braden King and Andrew Zhang, and Pranay Prasanna is there as well. It's the final home weekend of the fall 2025 semester for Georgia Tech. Puck drop coming up next as the Jackets take on the Citadel Bulldogs.
Tonight we have a very special guest. Let me hear you make some noise for the Gremlin Race from Georgia Tech. This time, please turn your attention to the red carpet. I welcome Georgia Tech Interfraternity Council President Tony Teddery for tonight's ceremonial foot drop. Georgia Tech's IMC and CPC represent the Greek organizations that help to bond and strengthen student relationships on and off campus and help to set the framework for creating a brighter future for us all. And now it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Citadel Bulldogs. Starting on defense, number 4, Benjamin Cup. Also on defense, number 24, Colin Gallagher. Starting at left wing, number 22, Frank Snipe. Starting at right wing, number 4, 20. Starting at right wing, number 23, Owen Buzon. Starting at center, number 86, Arthur Piberado. And starting in goal, number 10, Peter Green. And the starting lineup for your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Starting on defense, number 19, Levi Miller. Also on defense, number 88, Hayden Roy. Starting in left wing, number 25, Jack Gold. Starting in right wing, number 87, Sawyer Howe. Starting in center, number 7, Colin Durkis. And in goal for your Yellow Jackets, number 30, Ryan Graff. Fans, at this time, we ask that you rise for our national anthem, performed tonight by the Georgia Tech Marching Band.
let's take a look at our starting goaltenders here tonight. As always, presented by Community Q Barbecue. Thank you guys so much for your support. Ryan Graff, of course, for Georgia Tech. Playing in his first collegiate season, made 10 starts to date. Currently, with the stats we have available, 450 goals against average, 903 save percentage. The 19-year-old out of Potomac, Maryland. And on the other side of the ice, we talked about him earlier at the beginning. Peter Green manning the posts for the Citadel. Played in 3 games so far this season. 923 save percentage, 500 goals against average. 24 years old, out of Maryland as well, and 65 saves for a shutout against Central Florida. Matt, you ready to get this one started?
I'm ready. Here we go.
That's right, Colin Dorcas won that draw, and Georgia Tech starts with the puck here on this Friday night. Tech in the white, moving left to right on your screen. The Citadel in the baby blues, if you will, moving right to left. So we start in Tech's defensive zone as Aiden Roy tries to get a breakout going here. 1 against 3. As a couple of Bulldogs join to try to get that puck. Of course, UGA last week or 2 weeks ago, the Ice Dogs, not the Bulldogs, but this Bulldog team elected to keep their nickname for hockey as well. Aiden Roy moves it over to Jack Golick, tied leading goal scorer for Tech. Here he goes towards the net, they score! The backdoor feed connects, and it's Sawyer Howe to make it 1-0 early. Beautiful work by Jack Golick to get into the offensive zone, drive the net, and a beautiful backdoor feed, and Howe makes absolutely no mistake. It's 1-0. So you probably could not have asked for a better start for Georgia Tech. Again, this is a Division II against Division III matchup, but a very good start for the Jackets. They'll try to add to the early lead with Doug Liamberto. Takes a shot wide of Green. And as we were just saying, Peter Green had that amazing weekend against Central Florida, but then the following week played the College of Charleston and gave up 7 goals in that performance. So we'll see if it was just early season luck or not, or if he's gonna have another great game here tonight. So breaking it out is Jake LaRocca, the captain for the Citadel. This is Kane throwing it in, and Graff will steer it aside. Zach Keschner there along the half wall as he looks for an option. Sends it ahead to Doug Liamberto. It's going to test Green here, and he'll glove it and play it to his defenseman. That is Kyler Payne looking to make something happen. Banks it off the wall. McLean Boyd stays with it. Has Molnar to his right. Boyd throws it in front. That one doesn't go as there was too much traffic in front. This one went all the way down for an icing, and so we'll have a draw in the Citadel defensive end. We had this live website working for stats, but not seeing an update on shots on goal. That's all right. I think so far we've only had one for Tech, and it found the back of the net. Here's Prasanna at the line. Blocker save, the rebound in front. They can't pull the trigger, and a couple good looks for Tech, but no shot on goal. Citadel look to move it the other way, and flying with speed is Santino Lombardo. At the left point, or somebody, number 42, has a different name than what we have, but we'll go with what was listed for now. There's a steal at the right point. Try to get some clarification on that during intermission for you all. But Persano will send it back to his partner, Boyd. Behind the net of Graff here as they try to make something happen. A nice deke around the Bulldog there, and Boyd gets around too. Has a path to the net. That one gets sticked wide as it was just deflected there. And the Bulldogs look to move it the other way. A cross-ice feed was looking there to get some ice time in the offensive zone, but so far the Citadel have not been able to do that. Joshua Lee off the end wall with Levi Miller. Miller to his left, pass too far for Rubin, and they'll send it right back in with Ben Koff. Now Lee at the near corner, and he's gonna stretch it ahead to Daniel Shu. Shu has Rubin to his right, chips it into the near corner, and goes for a skate. Chambliss tried to break that one up. It's Miller across for Joshua Lee. Looks just too far for Daniel Shu, and LaRocca puck hawked over his stick. Lee onside, left circle, pulls it through his legs but lost control. And the Citadel are able to break it up, or are not, as it's won back by Dorcas. On the backhand, throws it in front to no one in particular, and so the Bulldogs able to get a clear. Miller ahead, connects with Dorcas. Now Sawyer Howe already has one tonight, looking for two. That one gets blocked in front. In the near corner has Golick supporting him, and it's Jake LaRocca moving it the other way. Again, the captain, 21 years old, out of Rockville, New York. That's Lee in the slot, hucking a couple players' skates there, and they'll bank it off the wall with Zach Remley. Now Dorcas back on it, as Liam Joyce applies the pressure. Tape to tape with Braden King. Little bit of a miscommunication there, but Roy will try to backhand it to safety. Picked up by Golick here. Again, tied leading goal scorer with 6 with Sawyer Howe. Beautiful deep in on goal. Can't pull the trigger. A beautiful attempt from Jack Golick. Or should I say he was the tied leading goal scorer. Dorcas shot off the side of the net. On the backhand, that one goes in! I was just saying Sawyer Howe took the lead in goals, but Jack Golick ties him just like that. They both have 7, and it's 2-0 to. We saw a couple beautiful deets just earlier from Golick. That time puts the puck on net from the slot. Been saying it a lot this season, but putting the puck on net is always a good idea, and it's 2-0. Matt, what a start for the Jackets.
Yeah, this is definitely the start we were looking for.
Well, to see it, let's see if they can keep it going with Jack Lamberto. Plays it into that near corner, and Green is able to play it to safety for a second. He makes a glove save on Zach Kushner there. I thought about getting an ad read in there. We'll do it next one. But this is Doug Lamberto winning the draw for Tuck. Beautiful passes there, and it's King. Plays it in deep. Sean Connolly looks Kushner down on one knee. That one off the side of the net. Aiden Roy in deep here. Threw it in front, nobody there. And so the Bulldogs will move it the other way with Owen Buzon. Buzon brings it around the wall behind Graff, and Kushner will pick it up, has King to his left. Gets it to him now, and King up the left side. Tries to work around his man here. As he went down in the offensive zone, Cuff will try to kick it to safety. Across, Jake LaRocca gains the red line, now blue, throws it around the wall. Sean Connolly there for Tuck. Goes a bit too far for him, and picking it up is Braden King. Off the boards, that's Andrew Zhang. Tries to catch Connolly in stride, and here he goes. Sean Connolly, that one maybe on net, maybe deflected, but a good look for number 27. not quite able to make it 3-0 just yet. So here they go with Justin Yu. That one blockered aside by Green. On the far half wall, it's Molnar in the slot. He looks for a backhand out in front. The pass didn't connect with Andy Hildrum. Laroka here tries to get it around Prasanna, and they'll connect with Gremlin, and now touching it forwards. Well, and again, as we said in the pregame, about half these players just got picked up by the Army a couple of days ago. We'll have to see in intermission what's doing with the updated roster. But for now, it's Liam Joyce. Cross-ice feed, broken up for a second by Molnar. Good pressure there by the Bulldogs player, Owen Buzon. Sang tape to tape with Molnar. This one is Joyce in his own defensive end. Looks to break it out. That one right to Andrew Zhang and back in Tech's control. This is Boyd here, connects with Hildrum. Has Dorcas with him, look to take a shot. Now Yu with a chance, and he sailed it a bit just wide. Up the glass behind the net of Graf here. Joshua Lee, first one to it. That one goes off the skate of the Citadel player, and a one-timer in the slot gobbled up by number 30. Little sneak peek at some trivia there, but for now, Thumbs Up Diner keeps the tradition of the neighborhood diner alive in Atlanta. Stop by their Marietta Street location right behind the Georgia Tech Campus Recreation Center today. So we'll give the Citadel a shot on goal. Sawyer Howe looking for two. Here he goes, and he sailed it just high and out of play. But nice speed there flying down the near side from Sawyer Howe. Again, he and Jack Golick both found the back of the net here in this first period. So they once again leading the team in goals now with 7. Lee at the line, shot blocked in front, and it's McLean Boyd. Will open up, look to connect with Howe, too far, and this one goes all the way down. They say no icing here, and so the Citadel try to break it up, or break it out. Boyd across the lead here, up ahead with Golick. That one almost worked out, but Gremling broke up the pass. So 1-on-2 chance blocked by Lee, as the Citadel looking to get some more pucks to the net. Colin Dorcas the other way, though. Tries a little deke around Kane, and here he goes right circle. Dorcas dropped it off, and a kick save, puck in the crease as Golick looked to jam it home. Now Boyd backdoor, wide open net, and they score! Make it 2 goals for Sawyer Howe in the first period, and it's 3-0, 10 minutes into this one. You can see there, Peter Green was just way out of position, and you have to finish that if you're Sawyer Howe, and luckily for Tech, he does, right back in lone control of first place, now with 8 goals, 1 ahead of Jack Golick. So we continue play this one. Put my head down for a second there. Maybe an icing, is that the case?
Yeah.
All right. And so while we have this opportunity, we'd like to thank Community Q and Decatur, from St. Louis style ribs to legendary mac and cheese. Community Q brings home style barbecue just a short drive from campus. Swing by or call ahead Wednesday through Sunday from 11 to 8. There's a beautiful deke right there through the legs of Soltau, and now walking in is Cuff. That one, nothing really doing there, as Miller will try to flip it to safety. On it for the Citadel is Colin Gallagher here, looking to connect with Owen Buzon. And a beautiful deep number 42 shot went high. Say 42 because we have two different names on the roster. We'll get that cleared up. Zach Gremling ahead, connects with Joyce. Not a clean play though, but now it is. The Bulldogs looking to respond here as the defensemen look to start something for the Citadel. Now Dagliamberto tries a deke around Gremling, but a good poke to prevent that one from happening. Keschner takes a spill in the near corner, and now Bulldogs looking to get another clear. This is Henriksen. Now Dagliamberto connecting with Sean Connolly. Puts it in deep, took a funny hop off the boards, forcing Green to pass it to his defenseman. Now Andrew Zhang loads up a shot, stopped by Green, the rebound available. They can't put it home. Zhang takes another shot and another save made by Green. And now Sonny's Barbecue has been serving up craftsmanship in every bite since 1968. Discover the magic behind their signature slow smoke meats and time-honored barbecue techniques. Off the wall, that was Keschner looking for a deflection in front, and now Braden King is on it. Gets it over to Andrew Zhang as he looks to connect with Keschner again. Nice little deke. Tries to get by LaRocca. Dagliamberto sailed it just wide off the glass. That clearing attempt intercepted by Zhang. And now the Citadel looking to get it out for real this time with Henriksen. King too far, and now it's LaRocca steering it into that near corner. Once again, we talked earlier about the Citadel's leading point scorer, John Rogeri, as here's Dagliamberto trying to test Green, and that one went off his mask. But most of the Citadel offense has come from that one player in Rogeri. He had 5 goals, 1 assist, 6 points in 4 games played. Definitely a key piece they're missing tonight. Molnar's shot went just high there. Interestingly enough about Rogeri is he played NCAA D3 as here's Molnar, plays it in front to Connolly, couldn't get it to go. Now looks to center in front, a kick save made by Green as Prasanna gloves it down and connects with Molnar. Molnar has Connolly far side, in the slot, tries to put it on goal. Connolly there, tries to jam it free, and then again from Andy Hildren, but couldn't bury it. So that one goes over McLean Boyd. But yes, last fact about this guy, because we're talking about him, played D3 in the NCAA at St. Anselm College up in New Hampshire. But again, they do not have him here tonight, and we'll see how the Bulldogs are able to respond to that loss. So far down 3 here in the first period. This one connects with Boots on and deep. And Andy Hildren back on it for the Jackets. Tape to tape with Justin Yu, who may have a lane. Yu, top of the left circle here. Looks for some help. Thought about playing it to leave, but lost control momentarily. Hildren. Now a shot from the line, testing Green. And passing the test is number 10. And so a face-off coming up to his right. Matt, 3-0 Tech, just about 14 minutes into this one. What are you feeling watching this one?
I'm feeling pretty good. I like that we're testing this goalie and putting shots on the net. With a goalie this good, getting a lot of shots in is definitely the key to getting goals.
And you saw just there, they did it once again. Citadel needs to do more of the same, as there's a huge hit on Henriksen. 2-on-2 situation for Tech. Jorkis across to Golick, dropped it off to Jorkis. Looked for the redirection from Golick, didn't get it right there. Behind the net, that's Lee, tried to perhaps bank it off of Green. Instead, hit the side of the net. Golick to the line, hopped through the legs of Howe, and so Tech will need to re-enter the zone once again. Howe tries to weave through a few Bulldogs and does. Toe drag here gets poked, but they'll keep it in control with Sawyer Howe far corner. Now Levi Miller backhands it over to Joshua Lee. Let's go a one-timer, and LaRocca blocked it. Now Golick left it with Lee. Across the blue line, that's Miller. Now Dorcas far corner. Plays it down low, looks it for an option. Levi Miller takes a shot again off the mask of green, and back with Sawyer Howe. Miller, as the Jackets feeling it now in the offensive zone. Beautiful feed down low, and a good poke check there from Peter Green. Dorcas reverses it here, and Golick will pick it up. Has a man in front in Howe. Now Dorcas at the goal line. This is Miller. Tech just doing anything they want right now. Let's see if they could get some shots on net. Howe across it goes to Joshua Lee, far side. They looked to connect with Golick, and finally that one gets deflected out of play. But what a shift for this Georgia Tech top line. So draw coming up to the right of Green here. It's Colin Chambliss to take it for Tech. In the most recent home game that we had here at the Ice Forum, it was the overtime loss to Auburn, but Chambliss was able to score his first collegiate goal to tie the game at 4. 4:23 left in this first period. Braden King at the line here. That one gloved down by Green. And now Eric Soltow. Down low, Chambliss give and go, and a kick save made by Green on the freshman forward. Roy pass a little too soft there, and so chipping it into the offensive zone was Luke Hollander. Dribbling there, and now Liam Joyce looks to make a D-to-D pass with Ben Cup. This one broken up, and it's Soltow is looking for Shu. Now Chambliss. That shot, good stick lift there, but he gets it right back, and another save made by Green. Good look from Chambliss. He's looking for his second goal here this season, but Green denied that one. Draw coming up to his right here. So far, if we've been counting correctly, we only have one shot on goal for the Citadel. Maybe they got a couple more. We'll check that intermission. There's a big hit on Braden King there, but Tech keeps it in the offensive zone. The Citadel look to advance that puck, but Tech's back on it with Andy Hildrum. Hildrum takes a shot. That one was going just a little wide, but Green elected to make that stop, and so face-off coming up to his left. We have 3:23 remaining in this first period. And a great start for Tech and for Tech fans. Definitely, we're hoping for some more offense against UGA, but hey, in their next game, they're doing their part so far early. Molnar through the Ice Forum logo here. Top of the slot, trying to stay with that puck in the far corner. Lost control, and now it's Henriksen. No one really there for the Citadel, so back with Andrew Zhang as he gets a clean entry. Now works it far or near side. Zhang has a path to the net, tries to wrap it around the puck in the crease, and Green has it covered. .248 to go in this first frame. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Thank you all for joining, and thank you for your comments in the chat. It's great seeing you all, and thanks for your participation and viewership. Andrew Zhang connects here with Degliamberto, deflected right out in front by Connolly, but Green was able to read it. That one played with a high stick from Zach Keschner, and now Kyler Kane lost control to Sean Connolly. Connolly right circle, look to test Green. It's blocked again by LaRocca as he has a couple of blocks here so far. Connolly with a bit of time and space as Persona wanted that one. Cruises with it in the slot, can't pull the trigger though. To the goal line, it's Degliamberto now left point with Zhang. A deflection from Connolly goes just over the goal. Now Zach Keschner on it, and this one broken up by the Bulldogs. They'll skate perhaps 3-on-2, but that pass does not work out cleanly. Degliamberto here tries to get the offense going again for Georgia Tech. This is Tech's captain playing it in the O-zone, forces Green to play that puck. As it's in a couple player skates, now Liam Joyce. One back by Dorcas here, and chipped it in deep as Golick tries to apply some pressure. Now Henriksen looking to break it out. This time they do as they connect with Liam Joyce. Around the wall, Henriksen looking to get there for the Citadel. As Keschner tries to get it clear, it's Colin Dorcas one-on-one. Dorcas tries to work around Cuff. Good work by Ben Cuff there, and he'll rim it around the wall to Liam Joyce. Joyce banks it free to Henriksen. One-on-one situation for the Citadel. There's a huge hit from Joshua Lee, playing the body, preventing that chance from anything happening. Now Golick has Lee joining him, tries a little pulling it through his own legs, connects with Lee here, and this one's broken up. The Citadel looking to get some offense going in the final minute. There's a shot, that one sticked aside by Graff along the ice. And McLean Boyd, one last chance for Tech. Perhaps that one would have connected, but it hopped over the stick of Sawyer Howe. Dorcas from the wall, final 10 seconds. Golick couldn't get that one to go. They dish it around. Golick looks to Boyd. That one just wide. The backhand off the side of the net as Howe was looking for the first period hat trick. But regardless, it's 3-0 Tech after one. Matt, I'm gonna go do an interview here. Do you want to talk to the fans in the meantime?
Yeah, I can do that. A good first period here. A good first period for Tech. 3 goals, definitely a good start. We're hoping to keep that going through the rest of this game. What you really like to see on a good goalie like this is you look at garbage goals, the gritty goals, the back doors where you can catch him out of position. With a goalie of this caliber, he's going to stop a lot of open shots. So definitely need to crash the net like we have been. Keep putting pucks on net and keep getting those rebounds.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess we had a little miscommunication. We'll get you guys an interview before the second period. For now, let's thank our broadcast partners. We'll be right back. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur.
your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest.
All right, everybody. So first period of play in the books. We are showing you here some intermission entertainment going on at the ice forum. But a great start for Georgia Tech. This game started very quickly with Sawyer Howe finding the back of the net, his 7th goal of the season. Jack Golick would get another one quickly after that to tie Howe once again at 7 goals apiece. And then Howe would retake the lead with his 2nd of the night to make it 3-0. But overall, just a dominant first period. And I know you're just talking to the fans a little bit, but anything in particular that impressed you about Tech's play? Any notable performances thus far?
I really like the ozone time that we've established, definitely keeping the puck down low, which is important with the team with a goalie of this caliber, like I was saying. And getting pucks on net and getting those gritty backdoor goals are huge. We got to keep it up and keep it going for the whole 60 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. For you all at home, trying something different with the trivia. This way I'll try to remember to give you guys the answer. But first intermission we have... Oh, I don't know what just happened there. I guess I forgot to loop it. 1 second. That's okay, I'll just pause it. But the Citadel is located in Charleston, South Carolina. Which team out of North or South Carolina has Georgia Tech most recently beaten? NC State, Coastal Carolina, Clemson, or South Carolina? We'll cut back to our intermission video, but stay tuned. In the next couple minutes, we'll have an interview for you guys, so stay tuned. Beautiful deke around Brent Tinchard. Plays it back door, they score! They did not score on the power play yesterday. Let's see if they're able to team top. Lee's shot, he scores! 1 for 2 on a power play goal from Joshua Lee. Golick with speed, takes a shot, he scores! Just plays a bit high. Here's a shorthanded break for Ethan Molnar. Molnar on Politis. He scores! Now Kovac behind his own goal. Lost control to Chambliss. Look to center. That would make 10!
What a funny goal that was.
And a chance for Andrew Zhang, 2-on-1 for Tech. Zhang on the backhand and Freddie scores!
Again, kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the DJ game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the Cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad. But being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. Get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
1 for 2 on a power play goal from Joshua Lee. Golick with speed takes a shot, he scores! A power play goal from Jack Golick ties the game at 2. Hi everybody, we're here in the first intermission with Sawyer Howe and Jack Golick, and hopefully this time the microphone is on. But some early goals for you guys in the first period. Sawyer, let's start with you. Do you want to walk us through yours?
Yeah, first one, big pucks in deep. I go drop the net, Golick hit me back door, easy tapping.
And Jack, you made it 2-0. Walk us through that goal.
Yeah, skated down the ice, missed my first go around, and then took it around the top of the circle and put it on net and went in.
So a good start for the Jackets, up 3-0. But what's something you need to keep on doing in the second period to try to close it out?
You know, just keep possessing the puck, you know, make sure we control it the whole time. Don't let them have any chance with it. You know, just keep playing the way you are.
Yeah, just gotta connect on our passes a little bit better.
All right, well, thank you, Sawyer and Jack, and we'll see you guys in the second period.
I want to say hi to my cousin Paul. He's watching. Bye, Paul.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Hi everyone, welcome back for the second period of play. Georgia Tech up 3-0 after 1. Let's look at the trivia question again. Finally, I remembered to give you guys the answer, but the correct answer for this one is South Carolina. Georgia Tech 2 years ago took down the Gamecocks in South Carolina. A team that went on to win the Division I National Championship in the AAU. And despite that, the Jackets were able to get the win in game number 2 of the weekend. Here tonight, we have shots allegedly listed as 36-4. I did not think it was that many, but I guess that's what's going to be official, so we'll roll with it for now. Once again, 2 goals for Sawyer Howe, 1 for Jack Gollett. We hope you enjoyed that interview with them in the first intermission. I think the audio did work correctly this time, so that's great news. But for now, that was just 1 period of play. It's just 3-0 after 20 minutes. Tech needs to keep everything going, and they can't take their foot off the gas pedal. Another thing that I checked during intermission was some of the players for the Citadel, and unfortunately for a couple of the players, we just do not have answers. That's all right. And it also looks like the Citadel has put in a new goaltender for the second period. The only other one we have on the roster is Connor Carafiello, although he's wearing a different jersey number and name. 3-on-1 for the Citadel here. There's a shot. Went just wide. Could have been exactly what the Bulldogs needed to start the second period. But like I said, we only have Green and Carafiello on the roster, so for now, we're just going to call him Connor Carafiello. And we'll see what happens from this point on. So Levi Miller enters the offensive zone on his backhand, far side now. They drop it to the line with Aiden Roy. Takes a shot, and the first save of the night there for the new goaltender. They play it in deep with Jorkis, still on that one, has Howe at the left point. Skates with it to the top of the zone. Little Deke there, now right circle, lets it go, he scores! Beautiful rip for Colin Jorkis, his 4th of the season, to make it 4-0 Tech. Jorkis stayed in control of that one, cruised to the right circle and let it go, just beating the goaltender clean blocker side. It's a 4-0 Yellow Jacket lead. And just about 1 minute into the second period as well. So they are absolutely continuing what they started in that first, but they're not content just yet. Braden King backhanded it towards Ethan Molnar. It's broken up as there's going to be the first special team situation of the night as Braden King received a hit in the neutral zone. Or I suppose it was a hook. I didn't really see what was going on, just saw him go down. But first power play of the night coming up for GT. Thumbs Up Diner blends Southern comfort with classic diner charm. They're proud to serve Georgia Tech students, families, and fans with great food and a welcoming atmosphere. So power play for Tech underway, their first one of the game. That's Howe, across ice feed to Jorkis. Right point Boyd, gives it right back Jorkis, looking for his second of the night. Has Molnar in the slot, cruises behind the net. Now near flank with Howe. Drops at goal line, Jorkis thought about a shot, looked to play a backdoor, couldn't take the puck with him. Howe tries to keep it in. Boyd does. That went over the skate of Dorcas there as the Bulldogs look for the clear. It gets deflected out of play into the protective netting. So big opportunity to go up 5 here. We'll see if they continue to test this new goaltender in Carafiello. This one cannot be cleared as Boyd gloves it down. Takes a shot, shoulder save there. The rebound in control of Jack Golick. Golick staying with that one. Across it goes to Dorcas, who backhands it top of the zone. Boyd. Now Dorcas far side, reverses course to Boyd, takes a shot, stopped by Carafiello, and that's Golick back on it to Dorcas. Stays with it as Dorcas was taking everything the Citadel gave him there. Has it at the goal line, dropped it off to Golick as he looks for an option, plays it down low, give and go shot, stopped by Carafiello. Howe, top of the circle. Again, 2 goals in that first period for number 87. Dorcas little toe drag here, now on the backhand, drops it off Boyd. That pass a little too hard for Howe, and the Citadel ultimately able to get the clear. Some beautiful passing on this Georgia Tech power play. 22 seconds left as Molnar has it in the far corner. They'll send it to the line with Boyd. Drops it off to Dorcas here. Plays it across for Howe. He scores! Sawyer Howe with his first hat trick in college. Congratulations, number 87. It's 5-0. The Jackets making easy work of the Bulldogs PK. They're just making whatever passes they wanted, and Howe able to deposit it home for his 3rd of the night. Once again, came into this game with 6 goals. There's a tight angle shot, big rebound for Connolly, hopped over his stick. Now this is Keschner along the half wall here. Looks to send it to Connolly, whiffed on the pass, but got it to King eventually. Takes a shot, that one goes over the glove there of Carafiello, and a tight angle shot gets stopped as well. He sticks it right in front as Keschner tried to put it back on goal. 2 Jackets there. Keschner gets hit along that wall. And the Bulldogs look to advance it here with Colin Gallagher. Pass goes too far, and so behind the net of Graff it goes. Connolly taps it ahead to Keschner. That's Braden King taking a shot, and a stop made there. Perhaps I'm wrong, but I don't know what I was seeing. Maybe this whole time it was the same goaltender, Peter Green. I just looked to the bench, it's the same backup. And now I see, it was kind of hard to read the numbers, but still number 10. So again, this is the goaltender we were talking about a ton in the pregame, and so far 5 goals against, just 5 minutes into the second period. My mistake on that one is they cough it up right in front of the net of Graff. The slowing things down is Pranay Prasanna. Looks to break it out, curls back, has Boyd supporting him, gets it over to him. And he'll start the attack through neutral ice. At the right circle, tries to drag it through a Bulldog defenseman there. As they try to get the clear, eventually they do, and Boyd is right back on him. What we've seen so far for a majority of breakout attempts from the Bulldogs, they are able to get it out of their own end, but then just turn it right back over to Tech. We'll see if they could get some cleaner exits this point out. Rubin and Boyd there trying to win that puck. The Bulldogs have it the other way, 1-on-2 situation. Gains the blue, takes a shot. That one gets blocked by Lee. But that's exactly what you need to be doing if you're the Citadel. Just trying to test Ryan Graff. So the Bulldogs at neutral ice. They try to connect with Liam Joyce. Chambliss broke it up, and Peter Green thought about playing that puck. Instead, the Citadel move it the other way. Miller keeps it in. That one deflected just wide of the net by Jake LaRocca inadvertently, as that was a clearing attempt from Bruzon. Rubin, further deep. Shoot, as it looks like Green might not have been too ready for a wraparound. Nice toe drag from Miller, but ultimately lost control. That one goes all the way down 200 feet and is going to be an icing. Community Q in Decatur offers authentic barbecue, always a cut above. Come hungry, Yellow Jacket fans, and share the flavor with family and friends. So 13:35 remaining in the second period. This is Justin Yu. Gets poked there by LaRocca. Hildrum stays in control, has Molnar in front. Hildrum still now near side, just sent it into the slot or crease area. In deep, Ethan Molnar looks to center it there. That one broken up, but pinching in was Miller. Pops free into neutral ice. Justin Yu works around Henriksen. Nearly did around Joyce as well, but the Bulldogs move it the other way with Henriksen. A good poke from Joshua Lee, though. Jake LaRocca backhands it off the wall. Now Ethan Molnar has room, and he sailed it wide on his near side. It was a delayed offside, and so a stoppage in play here. And so while we have that opportunity, we'd like to thank once again Sonny's Barbecue. Taste the tradition at Sonny's, where every bite is crafted in-house every day. With family bundles and kids eat free days, Sonny's makes it easy to fuel your crew all season long. York is set to take this draw for Tech. In neutral ice, Miller cross for Howe. Howe again already has a hat trick in this one, looking for 4, as Golick tried to dig it free. The Bulldogs will clear it to safety, but again, do not get any control. Miller across to Lee, has a poke there, and now an opportunity for the Bulldogs. Joshua Lee will try to skate away with it. Now a chance. That one went just wide. There's a shot from a tight angle, doesn't go. And at the line, that one was blocked and played to safety by Dorcas. Green's gonna play that puck, and he does steer it to safety for now. Big hit there, and moving it ahead is Colin Gallagher. We have a 48, looks like, named Willis on the ice. He's not on our roster, but we'll say that's all right. Down low, this is Golick out in front. Miller sailed it just high. Back for Howe, and he scores! Just that kind of night for Georgia Tech, as Sawyer Howe has his 4th. What a prime opportunity for Levi Miller. Went just high, forced Green to play that puck aggressively, but the rebound popped free to Sawyer Howe, who had another wide open net to deposit it to make it 6-0. The Jackets still playing with that puck, and Soltau shot stopped by Green as he closed the 5-hole. So this is Sean Connolly in the offensive zone. LaRocca tries to steer it to safety. That's Braden King, works around his man in Luke Collenberg. Now King. Bulldogs try to chip it out. That's Connolly. Backhands it to Aiden Roy. Graf gonna leave that puck with Roy here behind his own goal as there's some pressure from Joyce. Kushner sticks it to Soltow. He has Connolly with him. Soltow looks to throw it in front. Rebound scores! Eric Soltow with his first collegiate goal. It's 7-0. Beautiful play from the two freshmen there. Soltow got it to Connolly and right back to Soltow. It's a touchdown and extra point for Georgia Tech halfway through this one. So a couple of huge milestones here tonight for Georgia Tech. Of course, Sawyer Howe with his first hat trick, and now Eric Soltow with his first goal. The Citadel have had no answers whatsoever for this Tech onslaught, as now there's going to be a penalty coming up. And that could have been an opportunity if it were a Citadel power play, but looks like Tech is going back on the man advantage due to a cross-check. Well, Matt, just about halfway through this middle frame. What a crazy second period.
Oh boy. I bet it feels good to put up 7 goals in a period and a half after last game.
Oh my goodness, absolutely cathartic for the Jackets. And I think they might be outscoring UGA's pace from that game as well.
I think they might be.
There's a great shot from Miller, gets deflected out of play by Green. And again, doing this all on a goaltender coming into tonight, having 923 save percentage. So impressive showcase for the Jackets as they look to keep it rolling here. Face off to Green's right. They'll drop it off to Miller. Across Justin Yu. D to D, back with Miller. Deflection, and Green read it well off the Kushner redirection. Left point. That's Miller. Looks for a lane. Plays it across. Justin Yu steps into one, and a save made by Green. The rebound went just wide. They chip it back in front. Citadel finally able to get the clear. Graf swiftly moves it ahead to Miller as Liam Joyce tries to disrupt that breakout attempt. Sean Connolly right side as he just assisted the Soltow goal. Levi Miller now at the line. Walks it, steps into one, deflected, but into the glove of Green. It's another stop. Take a look at that chance again. But again, always good to put the puck on net, as Tech has been showing here tonight. Draw coming up to Green's right again. Levi Miller tries to stay with that one, sends it to the goal line lead. The defenseman in deep, looks to center it. Again, Kushner's shot blocked. Now Miller, top of the zone, across it goes to Yu. Back up high with Miller, lets one go, and gloving it down was Green again. Now draw to the left of Green. There's a one-timer right off it from Yu. That goes just wide. And could be a shorthanded chance here for, we don't have that player, but his name on the back is Zitovich. Graf made a save from a tight angle. Citadel have not really been testing him, but at this point, you gotta take a shot from anywhere. They get a clear with 10 seconds to go on the power play. as it looks like the Citadel are able to kill this one off. Out of the box goes Zach Gremling, and so we play 5-a-side here. Zikovic backhanded it towards Owen Buza. Or again, another player whose name does not match what's on the roster in Jersey, but now Keshner shot blocked there by Green, and you had the rebound just slip away from him. Toe drag from Keshner around Kane, gets it, you down low, Connolly! As they blew the whistle, they thought that Green had it covered. He did not, but I could see how from that angle it might have looked like it. And so a stoppage here in an offensive zone face-off for Georgia Tech. And you know, if you're the Citadel, Ryan Graff here tonight has faced less than 10 shots. Goaltenders, I think, usually like to stay warm, and so you gotta just take these shots when you get the opportunities. Take them from anywhere. Sure, you're down 7, but if you want to find the back of the net at least once, hey, any shot works. Howe, behind the net, throws it to Zhang, shot it just wide, or redirected it wide. Dorcas behind the goal line here, thinks about sending it to the line with Prasanna, gives it back to Dorcas, cross-ice feed to Howe, as that one stays in Tech's control with Zhang. Zhang, D to Prasanna, but pops into neutral ice. Now that's Dorcas, leaves it to Prasanna here. Was looking for Golick, that one doesn't go. The Citadel try to flip it to safety, but cannot. This time they get it into the neutral zone on the skates of Dorcas here. Right circle, now Golick on the backhand, tried to sneak it through the blocker there. And a good stop for Peter Green. And icing there, but a couple good stops from Green recently, as maybe he's building some confidence. Face-off coming up to his butt. Now we'll see in intermission how many shots on goal Tech has. If allegedly there were 34 in the first period, we'll see what the tracking is like for the second. Dorcas gives and goes with Howe, tried to connect again through the seam, could not. As I guess that kind of night for the Citadel, as Henriksen went down. Beautiful deep from Sawyer Howe. Another nice toe drag. Green sticks it aside. There's a delayed penalty coming up. As they say, Howe was hooked on that attempt. And so, see who they have it on. Looks like Gremling. As he's pleading his case with the refs, but another penalty for him in his second period. Let's see if Tech's able to get another power play goal. Boyd to Dorcas here, has some room, connects on the backhand stick, save made by Green. Howe, top of the left circle, now right with Dorcas. Looks for the cross ice feed, gets deflected, and so it's Boyd. Now behind the goal line, Golick. There was a beautiful play, but Dorcas couldn't get a clean shot off, and a kick save made by Green. He holds on to the rebound as well. We'll see once again, beautiful passing from the Jackets. Taking plenty of shots on goal as well. Got 1:30 left on the man advantage. Howe across Dorcas, plays it right in the slot. They can't pull the trigger now. Howe sends it down low as Golick looked for the tip in front. Beautiful night here in Atlanta, or I guess Duluth more precisely. Thank you to all the students, family members, and fans for making your way out here tonight. A good atmosphere on this final home weekend of the fall 2025 semester. Sawyer Howe with speed tries to deke through some players as Green tried to steer it away. Golick down low, little toe drag to his backhand, now at the right point. Across Howe, one-touch feed over to Boyd. As the defenseman got his stick on it, now Howe left circle, into the bumper with Molnar, couldn't get the shot away. Howe down low, Golick. Looks for options, connects with Dorcas, lets one go, and a glove save made by Peter Green. Green making some nice stops on this power play opportunity. It remains 7-0 with 30 seconds left on the chance. Joshua Lee here across to Levi Miller with Rubin battling in front. Lee thought about taking a shot but didn't bring the puck with him. Now he's got it right back at the line. That one blocked in front in the skates of Chambliss, and it goes over the stick of Joshua Lee. There's a little turnover behind the net. The Citadel are not able to win a free power play over protect. Again, Citadel able to get the kill. Lee, beautiful deke, tries to put it through the 5-hole, cannot. Now Miller's shot deflected in front, and Green has it once more. Oh, we saw a goal just like that one in that home game against Kennesaw State, where Lee weaved his way by the defenseman from the outside to his left, drove to the net, and tried to tuck it in. Got the goal on the glove side, this time tried just threading it through the 5-hole, but a good stop by Green there to keep it 7-0. Miller now to Rubin, and back on it was Miller. Joshua Lee, a bit too far for Shu. Miller backhands it towards Rubin, and in deep it goes. Taking a spill was Ben Cuff there, and so Shu's back on it, tried to hit Chambliss. A bit too hard of a pass, and so the Bulldogs are back on it. To the left of Ryan Graff, now Levi Miller connects, or tried to connect with Shu. At the line, there's a shot deflected into the protected netting, but there's that opportunity. Taking some shots, didn't work out that time, but a good look. Yeah, 3 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second period. Thank you all so much for tuning in here this evening. 2-on-1 for Georgia Tech. Degley and Berto on it. There's a little deke as Keshner's shot gets blocked. So I think maybe 3 times tonight, Keshner went for a one-timer down on one knee. Must be loving that here this week. I don't know if maybe he saw that recently in the NHL, as there's a shot and another save made by Green. I don't know, it seemed kind of new to me from him. I don't know. But with 3:04 left, I mean, how many good things can we really say about this performance before it gets old, right?
It's been really good to watch. A lot of good things.
Absolutely, and for the Citadel, definitely a lot to work on in preparation for tomorrow's game, but as we've seen at some points in this league, just because one game goes poorly doesn't mean the next will as well. So gotta maintain their composure heading into game 2. Of course, this one's not over yet, as they will look to find the back of the net at least once. Start just once and then see what you can do from there. They connect with Liam Joyce. That one too far over the stick of King. It gets deflected into the Tech bench, and so a stoppage of play. Face off in the neutral zone here. Ethan Molnar set to take it for Tech. Green gonna play that puck, rims it around the wall. Andy Hildrum there. Now Aiden Roy lets it go, blocked in front there. But in Tech's control, and Green swallows that one as well. Peter Green has made some quality stops as of late. Despite giving up 7, looks like he's calmed down a little bit lately and just eating up everything Tech throws at him. Jake LaRocca for Liam Joyce. Backhanded it out of the zone, and Aiden Roy is on it for the Jackets. But there was a situation on that breakout. You probably want to see your man, you know, not stand still and just backhand it out. Add a little bit of time to get the leg still. There's a big hit in neutral ice. One-on-one situation. Beautiful deke and a great poke from Braden King to prevent a little 1-on-0 situation. LaRocca shot blocked by Molnar as he crosses the red, looking to do so with the blue. Left side here has a man in front, wraps it all the way around, has the stick lifted but stays in control. At the line, keeps it in there as LaRocca's on it for the Bulldogs. Again, the Citadel captain said earlier out of Rockville, New York, good stop made by Green, had 1 assist, 2 points. Or excuse me, 1 assist, 1 point in 2 games played against the University of Central Florida. So Cullen Dorcas there to take this draw with 1:07 left in the second. Sawyer Howe, across it goes. Prasanna, that one steered aside by Green. Dorcas chips it off the wall to Jack Golick. Citadel able to get it out. This is Zank here. Connects with Dorcas. That one too far for Kane. And Dorcas connects with Zhang. Zhang pucked in his skates, just dropped it off blindly there. And Sawyer Howe's back on it, left circle. Threw it in front on the backhand. That one stopped by Green. They dig for it as well. Looks like he had it covered up. 28 seconds to go here in the middle frame. The draw won by Tech once again. It's Sawyer Howe. Looks for a lane, weaves through 2. As he tries to kick it to Golick, and now Prasanna. At the right point, it goes left with Zhang. Whiffed on the shot there, but back with Golick with 10 seconds left. They throw it in front. The redirection from Dorcas went just wide. Too far for Zhang. And after 2 periods of play, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets lead the Citadel Bulldogs by a score of 7-0. We'll see if maybe we'll have an interview right now. Maybe in a few minutes. Yeah, we'll do it right now. All right, same thing as before, Matt. Hi everyone, welcome to the second intermission interview. We're here with Eric Soltow, who just scored his first collegiate goal. Congrats, Eric. What are the emotions like after that one?
It's really nice. Yeah, it was a good goal. It's a good team play, team effort. It's great to get that back from Connolly. So.
Yeah, it was a beautiful little give and go. What was the atmosphere like after that one? Do you think you were trying to set up Connolly for the goal?
I was going down with him. I had a great setup on Kesh, and going down with Connolly, I get the thread that needle to him. I'm just lucky that the rebound got back to me, so yeah.
Very nice, and it's 7-0 after 2, but what's one thing you like from your game so far that you want to continue to close it out?
Well, I think as a team, we're doing a really good job with the puck, especially just around getting shots on net. Scully's giving up a lot of rebounds, so it's also making sure that we're crashing it and getting those opportunities there. That's what we're looking for, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Well, Eric just scored his first goal. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you for the third. Yep.
What's the second intermission? But it wasn't playing.
I'll go. How'd we do, everyone? 7-0 Tech after 2. We'll give you this trivia question here, which you'll see in the loop, but who scored the most recent game-winning goal for Tech at home? Again, it's the last home weekend of the semester for GT. We'll step aside for a moment as we thank our broadcast partners. We'll see you back.
Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up.
Beautiful deke around Brent Tinchard. Plays it back door, they score! They did not score on the power play yesterday. Let's see if they're able to team top. Lead shot, he scores! 1 for 2 on a power play goal from Joshua Lee. Golick with speed, takes a shot, he scores! This plays a bit high. Here's a shorthanded break for Ethan Molnar. Molnar on Politis. He scores! Now Kovac behind his own goal. Lost control to Chambliss. Look to center. That would make 10!
What a funny goal that was.
And a chance for Andrew Zhang. 2-on-1 for Tech. Zhang on the backhand and Freddie scores!
Again, kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the DJ game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the Cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad. But being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. Get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program. Being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
This plays a bit high. Here's a shorthanded break for Ethan Molnar. Molnar on Politis. He scores! A shorthanded marker from Ethan Molnar gives Tech the lead again. Second intermission here, 8:18 left in it. 4 goals put up by Tech in the middle frame. It started with Colin Dorcas, assisted by Aiden Roy. And with that one, Jarvis has his 4th goal of the season. For Aiden Roy, it's his 5th point this season on the assist. Sawyer Howe had 2 more in the middle frame, assisted by Corpus Miller, and Eric Soltau had his first collegiate goal, assisted by Sean Connolly, and that was his 2nd assist this year. But a very dominant period once again for Tech. I mean, what more could you ask for going into the 3rd, honestly?
Honestly, not much. Just keep it up, have another dominant period, and get out of here with a big win.
Yeah, absolutely. A pretty, as I said before, cathartic performance after the UGA game. We got 7:15 to go in intermission. Don't go anywhere. Thank you all for tuning in, and we hope to see you for the 3rd period. everybody, and welcome back for the final period of regulation time between Georgia Tech and the Citadel. 7-0 Tech after 2. It's been total domination thus far. As you can see in 1 second, there we go. We have the shots of 65-5. I think there might be a little bit of inflation going on in the shot counting department, but I mean, we're helping out this goaltender, Peter Green, adding some saves to his resume. But 7-0, it's been all Tech thus far. Sawyer Howe with 4 goals already. Eric Soltau has 1, Jack Golick with 1, and Cullen Dorcas with 1 to sum up to 7. We'll see if it's going to be more of the same in this 3rd period, or if anything will change. The Citadel has 5 shots on goal through 2 periods of play. So as we've been saying, just put the puck on net and you never know what might happen. That's what they need to do here in this 3rd frame. So it looked a little bit like as the Citadel was coming out of their locker room, there were some guys who appeared to be having fun messing around. So not sure what the dynamic is like after that play, but looks like they're still having fun, which is one of the most important things. 3rd period set to begin as Colin Dorcas takes this opening draw, and he'll win it to start off the 3rd period. Golick shot just high over Peter Green there. The Bulldogs will look to get something going early in this period. That was Liam Joyce connecting there, but not getting it all the way in deep, and so Jack Golick's back on it. Over to Dorcas at neutral ice, has Howe behind him, dropped it off to him, feeds across ice to Aiden Roy. At the near corner, takes a hit there, plays it into the slot, broken up, and right back to the ice for him, Logo. They'll throw it into that far corner as Green wanted to play it. Howe tried to strip that puck from LaRocca, but could not, as the captain tries advancing it ahead. Now number 23 has the name Respect on his back. I guess it's possible that could be his name. Also knowing this is a military college, maybe not. Maybe it's the word respect. That centering feed for Cuff didn't work out, and it's Sawyer Howe back on it as Cuff tried to dig a 3. Golick little toe drag, and he's got room up the right side. Took a shot just high and wide there as he was looking for that upper left corner. Golick gets it back here at the left point, drops it off to King as he takes a shot stopped by Green. Rebound was available. Zhang with the steal, threw it in front towards Howe. Nothing doing there as King plays it behind the goal line. Looking for an option, staying in control of that puck. Backhands it towards Dorcas here as he looks for someone to open up. Finds his man in Zhang, takes a shot deflected just wide by Connolly as the Bulldogs chip it free. And it's Andrew Zhang gonna corral it for Tech. He'll get it with King and gives it and goes with Zhang. A backhand from Keshner to Zhang here as he slots it into neutral ice. Now this is Ben Cup. Top of the zone. That shot gets deflected out of play. And so a face-off coming up in the Citadel offensive zone. Great food-friendly service and a place that feels like home. That's Thumbs Up Diner. Make your next meal a big thumbs up at their convenient Midtown spot next to Georgia Tech. See, I forgot to give you guys the trivia question, or the trivia answer. But that most recent game was against Kennesaw State. Jack Golick had a hat trick in that one. And that 5th goal of the night did turn out to be the game winner. So Jack Golick, your answer there. Teschner, little toe drag on the backhand, tried to play it back door to Dagliamberto, but couldn't connect. Collenberg's clearing attempt gets out of his own zone, but again, back in Tech's possession. That goal seemed to really widen the deficit for Kennesaw State, but ultimately at the end of the day, it turned out to be the winner. It made it 5-2, but the Owls would get 2 goals towards the end of that game for 4. Connolly threw it towards the net, just wide of Green. Now Boyd did not get that pass hard enough, but stays in control. Surveying along the half wall, puts it through a defenseman's legs and stays with it behind the net. Reverses sides and now reverses course to Connolly. Can't pick it up on his backhand, and so it's LaRocca moving it over. The Citadel moves it the other way, 2-on-2. Collenberg on the left. Beautiful deep paddle lane, but good work by Levi Miller breaking up the pass. Now Boyd gets it over to Miller, has Connolly up ahead, but Miller will elect to skate with it. 2-on-3 situation, takes a shot, good block there made by Jake LaRocca. Puts to center, Green got a piece of that one with his stick, as Andy Hildrum will possess it in the neutral zone. Hildrum chips it into that O-zone there, forces Zach Dremling to play the puck. Joshua Lee in his own end here, as there's some pressure from the Citadel player. Owen Booz on big turnover on the backhand, a kick save by Graff. And if there were ever an opportunity for the Citadel to find the back of the net, looks like this is it, as Ethan Molnar will be heading to the box. Every plate at Community Q is made fresh daily, and leftovers go straight to the food bank. That's barbecue with flavor and with heart. A big opportunity for the Citadel here as they skate 5-on-4 for the first time tonight. They start in the neutral zone with Colin Gallagher. Now here's Zitkovic, across it goes to Liam Joyce. Back out at the line. They try to work it further and deep with Gremling. Now Golick skates short-handed, 1-on-1. Thought about testing Green, sailed it to his right. Now Golick to the line with King. The Jackets just content to kill some time from the power play here. And now Aiden Roy will get the clear. Forces Green to play that puck, leaves it over to Zach Gremlin. Now Liam Joyce. Same situation as he'll start the breakout. Up ahead, tape to tape with Gallagher. Around it goes. Zitkovic gonna get to it for the Bulldogs. Gremling there supporting him as well as the Jackets try to dig it free. This is a 2-on-2 battle. Golick will come away with it and float it to safety. Green wanted to play that puck, but instead it's Liam Joyce. Spins around. Dorcas applying the pressure. And Gallagher is gonna pick it up. Zitkovic to Gallagher here into the offensive zone, left side. Towards the goal line, staying in possession of that one. He tries to power his way through. Tech's gonna get a clear with Colin Dorcas. 2-on-1, short-handed bid. Dorcas has King driving through it back door. That one doesn't work out. A good short-handed rush, and holding the post was Peter Green. So Santino Lombardo or Zitkovic, again another different player. Joyce's shot sailed well wide there. Final second of the power play, and we're 5-on-5. So the Citadel 0 for 1 on the power play thus far. Out of the box was Molnar. Now Green trying to make a play here. Off the wall, they try to connect. but do not, and so it's Persona. This is Sawyer Howe. Tapping it into the offensive zone was Ethan Molnar as it's Ben Cup. Oh, there's a man went down, I think it was Willis. And now this is Howe. Throws it in front, Colin Chambliss, big save made by Green. As again, he was looking for his second goal of the season and his career. Howe dropped it off, give and go back to Howe. It was a bit of an awkward positioning of that puck, and an opportunity for a breakaway for the Citadel, moving right in. He scores. The Citadel able to cash in and deny Ryan Graff of the shutout. A breakaway finish to make it 7-1. And so it's their first goal of the period, or excuse me, first shot of the period, but also their first goal. Currently, if this shot keeping is correct, Tech somehow has 11 times the shots the Citadel does. Green steers it around. You could hear the hair off the PA announcement. I was talking with our PA announcer, Blake, earlier. There is no number 3 on the Citadel roster. And so we were joking, what's going to happen if he scores a goal? That's exactly what happened. I have no idea what to do. But whoever that is, congrats on getting on the board for your team. Joshua Lee looking to answer. Works around his man, and that one played into the near corner with Shu. Around it goes. Soltau tries to win that puck back, and he does. Has Shu in front, looks to maybe wrap it around, plays it to the line with Lee, steps into one, kick save, big rebound available for Ruben as Green went down, but Ruben couldn't pull the trigger. So they'll throw it to the line with McLean Boyd. There's a shot blocked in front. Shu's chance went wide on the far side. And this is Zach Gremling trying to get it out. Now LaRocca backhands it around the wall. Shu right into the slot for Ruben here as he stays in control. Ruben down low, Soltau give and go, but Ruben wasn't right in front. LaRocca tries to get a clear. This one pops into the Citadel bench, and so a stoppage right here. Hungry for more than just one of your barbecue favorites? Sonny's Barbecue's Pitmaster Picks lets you choose 2 to 4 meats, 2 sides of bread. The perfect way to enjoy the taste of tradition. The Citadel look to clear it with Liam Joyce. Again, they have the most recent goal of the game. Keschner looks to center to Degli. Umberto couldn't get the shot away, even though the pass was clean. Roy, this one too far, or excuse me, broken up by Gallagher. Connolly scores! Another milestone for Georgia Tech as Sean Connolly has his first of his young career. Again, good passing, a good centering feed. The Citadel has no one covering him there, and great work just to get the shot off. Beats Peter Green for the 8th goal of the night for Tech. And so a quick answer from the Citadel one as well, as they were just able to get their first of the night. Looks like there's an interference call coming up on Tech, or excuse me, on the Citadel, and Zitkovic. So 10:29 to go in this one. We saw the Jackets put up 10 at home against KSU. They want to do that again. They have 10 minutes for 2 goals. Justin Yu over to Levi Miller as the Jackets set up shop. Yu fans on the one-timer there, but holds this one in. He's got some room, takes a shot off the goalpost. Justin Yu also looking for his first collegiate goal. That one rang off the outside of the pipe. Now Degliumberto has a bit of time, drops it off to Yu here. Near side, goal line, now back for Degliumberto. Takes a shot, stopped by Green, rebound available. The backhand from Degliumberto went wide. As it's Keschner protecting that puck, leaves it with Lee, and now back out to the line with Miller. Takes a shot, they score! Another power play goal for Tech. Levi Miller with the wrister, beating Green for the 9-1 score. Plenty of traffic in front there. As we were saying about the Citadel, never hurts to put the puck on net. And that one beats him cleanly to make it an 8-goal game. Sawyer Howe takes a shot, sails it just wide there. Of course, power play over for Tech. And so, fans who want double digits, one more goal with 9 minutes to go. King has his stick lifted, near circle, takes a shot, holding the post was Green. The Bulldogs try to get the clear, picking it up is Jake LaRocca. There's a big reverse hit from Braden King. And they'll drop it off right back to him. Gets tripped up there, sending Tech right back to the man advantage. With the extra attacker on, it's Andrew Zhang. Cross ice, LaRocca breaks that one up. And here we go for the Georgia Tech power play. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Tech going back up 5-on-4 after the trip. AJ Degliumberto to take the draw for Georgia Tech.
Good chance for double digits goals here.
Is this the moment? Let's find out together. They clear the puck early on the PK. Graf will just leave it to the defenseman Levi Miller, who scored the power play goal most recently. Lee got poked, but still was able to advance it forward. Over Degliumberto off the post. Another shot ringing off the iron for Tech. It was that close to double digits. And yet, we remain 5-on-4. Miller protects it, leaves it off with Keschner. Down low to Miller here as he looks to center it. Keeps it himself, now gets it ahead to Yu. Yu, little miscommunication there. The Citadel tries to get the clear. Could be a shorthanded break for Zach Remling as he went down trying to do something there. Shot blockered away on Degliumberto by Green. At the far corner, he's going to step into one, was looking for Keschner backdoor. He was complaining as he thought maybe he was interfered with from making that play. Across ice feed to the captain Degliumberto now. Dropping it off to Yu and a stick save made by Green. Here's a line drive from Lee. As he broke his stick, they try to tuck it in and they do! Zach Keschner wasn't too happy just 30 seconds ago, but I bet he is now. 10 on the board for Georgia Tech. Yeah, that's just a greasy goal there. Lee really wanted to wind that one up. but his stick broke on the shot. Fortunately for his team, it went right to the crease, and the Jackets were able to crash the net and put it in. Molnar has room. That one doesn't go. Maybe getting a piece of it was Green, and it gets deflected into the protected netting. So there you go. We said 1 goal with 9 minutes left. They got it within 2. And so I guess the next opportunity is you lost to UGA by 10. Can you beat the Citadel by 10? Let's see, there's another save made by Green. LaRocca around looking for Cuff, and now it's Kyler Kane, an alternate captain for this Bulldogs team, 21 years old, out of Newton, New Jersey. Had 1 assist at UCF, 1 goal, 1 point in 2 games against the College of Charleston. Behind the net of Green, Cuff will pick it up, move it to Henriksen, who gets it to safety. But now Roy over to King. Gives it back to Roy here as they look to set up shot. Tapping it into the zone there was a Yellow Jacket, and so that forces Green to move it to LaRocca. There's a turnover, and Daniel Shu wants a shot. That one gets sticked wide. Again, a couple players scoring their first goals here tonight. Good shot from King, read well by Green, forcing the stoppage. See, nice toe drag from King there. He walked into the shot. A good glove grab by number 10. .6:19 to go. They try to force it in from a tight angle with Chambliss. Around the wall, it's going to be picked up by Liam Joyce. Through the legs, could be an odd man rush for the Citadel. 3-on-1, right circle, sails it wide. Prime opportunity for the Citadel, and they don't even hit the net. Liam Joyce up the wall. Let's see if the Citadel can get something else going offensively, as that was a beautiful look there. Daniel Shu at the left point, now Ruben taking a shot. It gets deflected wide, and Zhang is there along the half wall, now Persona. Zhang picks it up, and now Persona once more. Throws it backdoor, Chambliss. That one broken up by a couple of sticks. Persona will keep it in to Colin Chambliss. Now Ruben's shot gets blocked wide, and it's LaRocca around towards Joyce. Big hit made by Liam Joyce, as the Citadel are able to clear it to safety. Zhang over to Persona. Carefully moves it towards Ruben as he takes a big hit there. Green gonna stop that puck and backhand it over to his defenseman Willis. That pass doesn't connect. It goes all the way down towards Ryan Graff, but not on goal. And so an icing on the Bulldogs. We got 4 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in this one. If you're a fan of back and forth exciting hockey games, I guess the past couple of games here on the Georgia Tech YouTube channel might not be your thing, but if you're a Georgia Tech fan, hard to not be happy with this kind of performance. 10-1 with 4:35 left, and let's see if the Jackets want another one. Jack Golick has Zhang to his left, enters the zone here, has a lane and a stop by Green. He got a piece of it, enough to steer it aside. Back on the net of Graff, who leaves it to Andrew Zhang. Up the near side, Zhang right side, cuts to the middle on the backhand, dropped it off to Howe off the side of the net. Picking it up is Golick, has Dorcas in front. They try to slide it through the 5-hole. That one nearly worked out, but not quite. official scorekeeping, we're around 70-something shots for Tech. I mean, we'll take their word, I guess. I don't think I'm going to be watching this game back counting shots. There's a couple more saves made by Green.
Definitely helping out the Citadel goalie, though, with all these shots.
I mean, he probably doesn't know it right now, but he's going to be very pleasantly surprised when he looks at the stats. King's shot blocked in front, I think by his own man, Dagliaberto, as he looked to be a little shaken up, but he's all good now. In the corner, now behind the net, Keschner throws it in front. King's shot, point blank save made by Green as they try to tuck it in. Far post cannot. Another good stop by the Citadel Bulldogs. Face-off coming up to his right. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get one more good look. Here's Liam Joyce down the far side. Good work by Levi Miller using the stick to prevent a shot from going on. They connect with Connolly, but it hops over his stick here. As that Zach Gremlin lost it to Zach Keschner. On the backhand was looking backdoor for Connolly. Joyce on it for the Bulldogs. And now Keschner for the Jackets. Connects with Connolly. Beautiful deke. There's a shot and another. He scores again. Why stop at your first collegiate goal when you can have two? Sean Connolly makes it a 10-goal game. That's an absolutely fantastic finish there. What a toe drag and a nice shot on goal. Good stop by Green. Connolly following it up, though, to make it 11-1. And so, with the most amount of shots this season, Tech also has their season high in goals. If you're a new hockey fan, we would not typically expect this type of offensive output from any team, but we've seen it in the past 2 games now. It happens sometimes at this collegiate level. Zhang looking for Molnar. There's a shot and a goal! The party's not over yet for Georgia Tech, as Ethan Molnar adds to the score. Nice rush and a nice feed from Zhang to Molnar. I think Green left a little open on that near side, but great work by Molnar to capitalize. Now Shu with room, there's a shot and a kick save as he was looking for his first collegiate goal. 1:54 to go here in the third. 12-1 Tech over the Bulldogs. We'll see if that will be the final score now. Tyler Kane, an alternate captain for this Bulldogs team. They work it in deep, forces Green to drop it off to Ben Cuff. Actually, he'll apply a little deke and then backhand it to Cuff. As that was Kane looking to advance it ahead. Braden King 1-on-2. Takes a shot. It's blocked there by the alternate captain, Colin Gallagher. And now King picks it up at neutral ice. Gallagher D-to-D with Cuff. That one good pressure from Colin Chambliss. Prasanna over to Braden King. There's a little turnover, but King stays in control. Sikovic tries to get it for the Bulldogs, and now it's Soltau. Chambliss ahead to shoot. 1-on-2 situations. Looking for the shot, threw it in front towards Chambliss, couldn't get a shot away. Now Cuff off the wall. Aiden Roy, there's a turnover. It's Zikovic for the Citadel. Zikovic and a great poke check made by Ryan Graff. Again, Graff has not really had to do much at all this game as the Citadel have under 10 shots, but great little poke there. One last rush for Georgia Tech. Sean Connolly looking for the hat trick now. In the far corner, takes a big hit with 11 seconds to go. That's Zhang. Connects with Chambliss. There's a shot just high. Chambliss picks it up, drop to Connolly, swats it to Zhang. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets pick up a 12-1 victory over the Citadel Bulldogs. Well, Matt, not too much more you could ask for.
I mean, what a game. What an offensive performance.
After getting shut out by UGA last game, I mean, I can't lie, I was excited to see some goals here tonight, and boy did the Jackets deliver, putting up 12 on a very good goaltender in Peter Green. We'll see tomorrow's broadcast. We'll let you know officially how many shots they recorded. But for now, congratulations to all of our players who hit some milestones tonight. Sean Connolly with his first goal, Eric Soltow, Sawyer Howe with the hat trick, and basically congrats to everyone on a really amazing game. Any final thoughts from you, Matt?
Let's keep it going into tomorrow. Like you said, still still one more game to play, so got to get the sweep on the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me, Matt. Looking forward to seeing you back out there. For now, game number 1 of the weekend goes to Tech 12-1. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. once again. Georgia Tech 12-1 final.